What's stoned already, I mean?
I'm going to unmute my microphone.
Oh, that's
Probably a good
always
idea.
a benefit, Chris, if you unmute
There we
your
go.
mic.
We're not muted. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Q&A. Today we're joined with two new faces, Mod Stone and Mod Rye.
Right.
Gotta get used to that. We've also got Mod Wolf,
Hello.
Mod Kieran,
Hello.
myself, Mod Archie. Let's get into the question specifically for the new guys.
Fresh meat.
Oh no.
It begins. Here we go.
If you guys have any questions specifically for the new mods, go ahead and send them to the chat. Mod Rock is on the keyboard grabbing those questions.
Hang on. He gets Mod Handsome.
I
When I joined, I got...
think that is for you, right? That's not for me.
No. This is unfair. He's meant to have like a mean name. Don't be nice to him.
I think I see a lot of stoned and
Ice Persuasion's brother.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Chris. Continue your questions.
Right. All right. First question is on this page. So, what are your titles for Jagex?
So I am the new junior artist.
and I'm the new market manager.
Okay. So, what does that mean? That means we're gonna see stuff you do.
Yep.
They will see stuff you do, but they won't know it's from you.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. All right. What were you doing before working at Jagex?
So I finished my master's degree in game design last June. Then I created our own indie studio with 3 people from university, left that around November, and now I'm here working for Jagex.
Mine's not quite as exciting. I worked as a market manager for a cloud company, cloud software, not actual clouds, it'd be a bit strange. Maybe that can come in for the Sky question later. And before that, I did a history degree, and I've also done a ski season as well as a chef. That's me.
All right. What urged you to work for the Old School team?
I've been playing RuneScape for 12 years, just over, and it's kind of been...
Keep going. You got this.
Don't
Come
read
on,
the chat.
Ignore it. Don't read it.
Ignore the chat. But yeah, I've been playing it for a hell of a long time, and it's just kind of been one of those things that's just kind of been on my wish list, really. And now I'm actually here doing it, and it's kind of awesome.
How's it been for you? It's been 2 weeks so far.
2 weeks, yeah.
Has that been for you? Expectations?
If all met.
You've
been
hit
great.
the ground running
You
from our
did.
perspective.
Oh
Like,
my god, he did something so great that we can't really talk about.
No, we can't, but
It was
like,
good.
Can't we?
Yes.
Moderize jumped right into
Probably not.
mapping for. He's jumped right into mapping for Brimstone,
said
and he's made damn good progress
Yeah, we
already.
can say
It's
that.
looking fantastic.
Can't believe he's.
I think we can
said
say the thing that we want to say.
No, I'm
no, I'm not saying it.
No, we can't say that, but I think it's safe to say that what is
That's on
coming.
Matt K at the window, peering
Oh,
in.
sorry.
It's a nice little thing to see when they go live.
Yeah, okay, all right. It's good. It's good.
It's a nice little Easter egg.
It is.
And it proves that you have been playing the game for 12 years and you're not just making it up. For me, I've been playing for about the same amount of time, 2005, 2004. I had a break in 2011 and then started playing again back at the... Oh, we've got some flickering going on.
Oh, no,
looking
ignore it.
nice.
Keep going. This is professional.
Keep going. And yeah, so I started playing again at the late end of 2016.
Sorry.
I can't even tell.
Just keep going.
Yes, it's working well. And yeah, go on, Chris. Archie, go on again.
No, go on.
It's the stuff was going on behind you and you
So
didn't see
we
it.
have
Sorry.
Mod West's Fossil Island design string behind us. There you go. All right. Wow, that was sneaky. Seamless.
Production quality. Look at that.
So needless to say, you both have a very good understanding of the game.
Yes.
Played a lot. Okay. What's your favorite piece of content in the game?
When there's enough people to do it, Castle Wars. Definitely Castle Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time there, kind of 2007, 2008-ish.
Yeah, that was like the
And
World 2 main world days.
Yeah,
That was
definitely.
fun.
I missed that.
I wish we conferred on this because that was also my piece.
Don't copy him. Come on.
I'll go something original and also on the same ring, Dueling Arena. I remember making many accounts that just dominate in the Duel Arena, and yeah, just general wilderness. I'm glad that came back properly. Really happy to see that, and so far my new accounts aren't doing so great, but hopefully they'll get there.
We'll get there. So I guess if you had to categorize yourself as a skiller, PVM, PKer, which one of the three would you be?
Definitely Skiller.
Okay.
Yeah.
PKer for me.
Awesome. All right. Nice. Three PKs?
Do you include Jed 3?
Yeah. All right. You can't. You do PK as well, though. Ronan doesn't PK. Where are we at here? If you could get one thing in the game without being pulled, what would it be? This is for the whole team, but we're going to start with you guys.
I was not prepared for that. It's still fair. I've already answered this question. I went through my dues.
Plenty early.
For me, it would be a revamp of the mining guild.
Okay.
Yeah.
Strong start. Good job.
That's highly requested, so you're winning.
I need to phrase this properly, but I would like to see really, really low level free-to-play PKing like viable for a long amount of time. I'm not saying a toggle for no experience in the wilderness, but you level up so quickly.
Yeah.
And I think that's such a nice piece of content. It would be nice to extend it a bit.
I actually like the way you were explaining this earlier. So I think you said you made a level 3 account just to go around and kill looters.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
a shame because you get hit points levels, you level up so quickly you can't kill them anymore.
Exactly.
So you just want to kill all the looters, which is, that's a great thing.
Yeah, unless you're doing that on like an Iron Man account, it's pretty difficult, right?
Yeah. All right.
Toggles game.
I guess the entire team, I'll start. I've already said this before. I've asked myself this question. I would go for PvP armors. Not so much the weapons. I think Vestal Longsword would just dominate everything in the game. Not touching it. Stat Warhammer, we've got the Dragon Warhammer, all right. Morgan's Javelins, we've got the Thrown Axes. Zuriel's, nah. But the armors, I really liked them. I thought they were fantastic. They were a great gold sink. The second you used it once, you couldn't trade it, you couldn't sell it. And a great moneymaker for Revs as well.
For me, well, there's a couple of things. I mean, one of them's not controversial because group Iron Man, right? Get into a group of about like 2 to 5 players, which sounds counterproductive to Iron Man mode, but you can only trade between that group. So you can work together. Maybe one guy gets the mining up and one guy does the smithing, that sort of thing, and you can work together as a team. And I can imagine that would be such a fun way to play the game with your friends, that you really are truly working together. So I love that. That would probably pass a poll. Dungeoneering is my other big one. With different rewards.
Oh my god,
Whoa.
fired. So fired.
I'm judging you.
Different rewards,
Wow.
right? Maybe, like, there's a lot of controversy over whether it's a skill or not, right? But regardless of its position in the game, dungeoneering itself, I think, is really, really fun when you really get into it. Getting up to like 120, you had to do quite a lot of it. And I think that's probably... and a lot of people don't like the group aspect of the content either.
I leached the whole way to like 99.
So that's the thing. But you did that because it was a skill. If this is positioned more of a mini game,
Yeah.
you're not forced to go and play it, right? The people who are interested in playing as a group and want to go and do it can. And I think that content was just such fun for me and my friends to go through. And I think it was like a proper little dungeon crawler in RuneScape, and I thought it did that very, very well.
Yeah. So I just loved how they were so happy with what you said to begin with. And they were like, yes, the best ever. And then you said dungeoneering, and they went, nope, never mind. I really want to... I said it when I joined. I really want to make the Nate's Not Helm great again. I want to have an attachment for it.
That's like a
gives
Trump campaign.
Yeah. Nate's not great again. Nate is not great again. An attachment on it that gives it a better strength bonus than Serpentine. I want it to have better prayer than Serpentine, but I want it to have less defense stats. Like it's just such an iconic item.
What about a Yaitso helm?
Yatiso.
Yaitso
No,
helm.
it's already being like they kind of sniffed it out the other week when I was talking about the Fremne quest I was working with, and they were like, oh, this is why. So yeah, that is one of the potential rewards I'm hoping to put in with it. So, well done, Reddit detectives. Well done.
That was a pretty exciting start to the stream, actually. Again, for those of you who did not tune in before the stream, Mod West is designing some Foss Island stuff over there. And we're going to be jumping to him probably about the halfway point, and then he's going to continue his stream, I think, for a couple of hours after our stream even ends. 1 hour after the stream even ends. So you get to follow his progress and stuff. Right now we've got a zigzag. We'll see what it looks like in a couple of hours. Exciting. Okay. First actual question this week. Loma says, can you give harsh penalties to people who leave midway through a game of Barbarian Assault? Nothing's worse than someone leaving on wave 8 and then having to start over.
As in actually halfway through a wave or halfway through a 1 to 10?
1 to 10.
There are issues. No, it is annoying, and Obviously, when they created it, they anticipated that a bunch of people would probably be in all the lobbies and not just one. So there's a way to resolve this, and it's something the other game did.
We spoke about this the other week together.
Do you want to explain it? You know more about it.
Yeah, so the way that they fixed it in the other game, it's controversial, but it's not terrible. It just takes away from what people would expect, I think. What they did was, if you leave early on a wave, like wave 7, you got a scroll that said you got to wave 7, that was tradable, and you got set back to wave 1. So you could give this wave 7 scroll, you could sell it to somebody and they could start at 7 at that point. So if you want to start on a wave that's higher up, you can do that. If you want to sell, yeah, anyway. They're going to dance game it, but he asked me to explain it, all right? Like,
how much do these scrolls sell for?
You're looking at like $1 for wave 9.
Wow.
Yeah, they're really good, because the thing is, it solves the issue of, hey, I need to start on this wave because everybody else is here. So the 4 people in that team can buy that for. Yeah, they hate it. I knew they hate it. But that's not.
I don't think it would work for us.
Yeah.
This is the type of thing that we actually look to the community, or we sit through a meeting ourselves and say, what can we actually do here? But typically, somebody in the community will have a great idea. We'll say, what do you guys think? Yeah, cool, let's pull it.
Get your ideas in, because we know it is so annoying that when that happens.
Not an easy solution, and yeah, please let us know.
All right, next question. Andrea says, can you add the Grand Exchange to the permanent Deadman world?
There's actually a job in the backlog to investigate what we can do, because that does take a new server going online. It takes the engine team's time to get it set up. I don't think it's too much time, but it takes investigating whether we can justify it, basically.
Tom says, can Big Mo make his return next month in May? For those of you who don't know, Big Mo is something we did, it was last year.
Yeah.
So 2015, actually.
It was very early.
It wasn't every day. I want to say it was every week.
I think it was every day.
Every day we gave them a clue scroll, a random clue scroll that you could get after talking to Big Mo. And yeah, that was it. It was like 30 clue scrolls you got if you did them all.
He was very strong, balancing-wise.
It was a nice little thing to boost activity in May.
If people wanted it.
I
think I'd feel more comfortable if people voted it in.
Yeah.
May is not far away, and we've got a lot of content already being worked on, so something to consider, though. Of course, you guys would have your say. Harry says, can you align the teleports on the jewelry box? Have you seen this?
Oh, yeah, because they're like...
Yeah, the center instead of just far to the left, yeah.
I don't know why. You know what? When I was myself and Rockville tested it, and I didn't even notice until it was pointed out, and now I'm annoyed that it's there. Yeah, essentially. I don't know if it's fixable, because I think he's put code in so that you can. No, I mean, without refactoring the interface easily.
No, I'm pretty sure it's quite an easy fix.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because Ash made it so that you could. If there was ever more teleports on that thing, it would automatically update, right? Like,
but I think it's just a setting when you put a text box.
Then sure, we'll do it. We'll fix it then. Confirm I'm on here.
If we want to do it, yeah. But we might not want to do it.
Yeah.
Ron Maz in the chat just said, Jay, get out of the way. Do you guys want to scoot over a little bit?
I can't, yeah. Let's move out the way of it.
Looks like you're wearing a fancy hat.
I don't know if it's
an afro or
fancy.
something.
It's quite nice.
Can I go this better?
That mostly works. All right. Keep those questions in the chat coming, by the way, guys. Where are we at here?
Stop calling me by my real name, Maz.
Ben says, can we decide how many Zulrah skills go into an item rather than it taking the whole stack?
We could. So when you use skills on it, it could come up and say, how many do you want to actually use? I suspect that might be annoying for some people that want to use them in one go, right?
This discussion with Jay earlier.
Maybe we did it if you use the blowpipe on the scales. It brings up how many you want, but yeah, there's an issue there, and it would annoy a lot of people. It doesn't seem something that warrants a toggle either.
It's literally just go to the bank, take out however many skills you want, and that's what you get.
Yeah.
The solution's pretty simple that already exists. Why would we add an extra interface?
It's very similar to the
just fully charge it.
If you don't have your coins in your inventory, let the Grand Exchange merchants take them straight from your bank. It's like that kind of question. All right. Skepbell says, can we get prayers saved upon logging out? Meaning if we log out with protect item on, we also log back in with protect item on.
interesting one. It's came up before. We've pulled it before and it failed before.
What was the rating on that?
And I can't remember how high it got. I don't think it was miles off, but I mean, I can see it being useful. Like, I know in the past I've died. This is back in like 2009 when I'm doing Grotto. I was pretty low level. I'm soloing. I get crashed by a team, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to hop. You're hopping in the room. I log in. I can't get prayer melee on in time because I've got the welcome screen, and then I die. So it'd be useful in that situation to be able to log out with protect melee on and log back in with it still on.
You sound really angry about this occurrence.
This is 2009. I'm still not over it. 8 years later, it still haunts me. But that's where it comes in useful. It's a very easy change to make. If the players wanted it repulled and if they wanted it in, I see no issue with it.
All right. I think the community isn't so much in favor of that one, and granted that we already pulled it and it failed.
Yeah.
Tamer says, can you add an animation for making darts? Artist?
I'd really like that.
I mean, we can. We have a lot of other art things to be doing, but if we have time, then sure.
Okay. Would that take much time? I have no idea how much time that would take.
It shouldn't take too much time.
An hour.
An hour?
Jeez.
Confirmed by Mod West. It's exactly an hour.
Mod West has just volunteered to do it right now.
Yeah. Can it? Stop this stream.
Fly Eagles says, can the Arty Cloak 3 please allow for 3 to 5 daily teleports to the farm patch? The Explorer's Ring 3 allows for unlimited teleports. Having a couple extra feels like a little bit more balanced.
Didn't we made it infinite, didn't we, for the Elite?
On Elite, yes.
I think we could buff the other amounts on that. It's unnecessarily low. I don't know why it's so low.
It is a bit insane.
It's not like there's anything to really be overpowered for getting there infinitely, is there?
I don't even like the fact that the 2 only gives you 1, is it? I want to say 1 for Cabbage and 1 for Ardoin Patch.
I can't remember the amounts, but
It just doesn't make sense. Like the Ardoin Cloak, it gives you infinite to the monastery at 2, but only 1 to the patch. Like, it's a bit confusing, but we can up it. I like the idea of upping it.
Yeah,
I was
definitely.
support in the chat there, so let's pursue. Joff says, can we buff the drop rate table of certain wilderness monsters that are forgotten about? Examples being mammoths and high-level dark warriors / bandits. I'm saying they're not killed at all and buffing their drop table. Well, obviously they will be killed with the new Wilderness Slayer Master. Is it worth changing up the drop tables of any of those wilderness monsters?
Give it time, I'd say. People are going to be killing those things a lot more now anyway.
A lot of them drop literally like nothing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We can look into that.
So I think there was a comment saying the level 115, is it the bandits? They drop the same thing as their level 15 counterparts.
Yeah, we can look into that, absolutely.
Mammoths are particularly underpowered for drop table, I believe.
Speaking of Wilderness Slayer, we didn't really go through today's updates. That's a thing that happened. That's pretty exciting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we released a new Slayer Master called Christelia,
Yes.
the witch in Edgeville Jail, and she assigns you wilderness-only Slayer tasks. So you can still only have one Slayer task at a time, but these tasks can only be completed in the wilderness. They're on a separate counter though, so you can't give 25 points a task. So it's really powerful, but to stop you from just doing 9 of another master, then going to this one for your 10th task and getting a massive amount, they're on separate counters. Yeah, and so it's a really good way to get points. They have some unique drops. They have an enchantment scroll that you can use on your Slayer staff that makes the Slayer dart spell even more powerful.
Really powerful.
You have
The emblem chance?
You have a small chance of getting an emblem now outside of Bounty Hunter by doing this, giving away for more non-PK types to be able to get them.
Yep.
If you have something like a skeleton's task and then you go and complete it outside of the wilderness, it won't count for your wilderness task as well, which is a nice idea there. But yeah, that's quite exciting. I'm really excited to see how active the wilderness is going to be after
25
this.
points is a lot of points. Like, it's no laughing.
Well, I think so many nice rewards for 1,000 points and stuff.
Yeah.
A question in the chat. Cap says, can the rogue's outfit be changed so no duplicates are given, like the lumberjack outfit?
Yes.
I've got that in here somewhere.
Yeah, we get asked this one every week, and we always just, when we get the time to do it, it's on our backlog. So, absolutely, whenever we grab the time.
That was my next question.
It would be Paul,
Wow.
by the way.
From the same guy. Okay. Vivid says, can the fishing guild get a passive boost similar to the woodcutting guild?
Should really, shouldn't it? What do you think?
Possibly with an expansion to the fishing guild.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, similar to the mining guild, I'd like to do it in the mining guild as well.
Yeah.
And do a small addition there to make it more useful. The same as the fishing guild, all it offers right now is the same spots you get elsewhere. It'd be nice if it had something more unique there as well. And with that update, I think, +7 invisible boost.
Yeah.
I love seeing the contrast in our players. There's some guy that's like caps lock, no, no, no. And then there's some guy that's like, yes! Fight. All right.
What's Connor, Mod West doing behind us? Right now, what's he,
I don't
We'll
know
find
what he's
out.
making.
is it a clam? Can I
Oh,
see the
it might
top there?
be. Is it Crack the Clue?
Oh, there's a delay.
Oh,
It's-
there we have it. You're on stream.
Oh, wait, here we go.
Yeah, we're looking at what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, it's a clam.
It's a clam, as you'd expect, sort of face down with
Yeah.
I mean, it's not finished yet.
We'll jump back over to you when you're ready. Just put your hand up.
Looks interesting.
Yes,
Just look interesting.
it's interesting.
All right. Next question. Appender says,
I've never seen that before. It's interesting. Like, I've never had a clam
Moving
like in
on.
person. You know what I mean?
I see it moving on in the chat. Here we go. Can we get an untradeable reward from 100 master clues to match the other clue tiers, being 500 for easy, 400 medium, 300 hard, etc.?
What do you want? Like,
Yeah.
that's it. What do you want for that reward? Because, yeah, we can definitely add something there.
That's the best answer. What do you want?
Yeah, I mean, definitely there's a gap for there for a reward. It's what you want it to be. When we originally made it, the pet was supposed to like the unique reward for masters, but obviously we didn't want to make that a guaranteed thing after 100.
We'll probably end up following this one up with the next Q&A, given that you'll probably have many suggestions. So I was looking at this next question from Appender. He says, can you look at fixing the lag on 2,000 total worlds? They're currently the only ones where I can't do anything like prayer flicking.
It'll be something for them to keep looking into. We've got, I don't know where the issue is coming from.
Odd
And
Rock coming in. Says, I actually never experienced this personally.
Yeah, but I see people complain about it all the time. So it clearly exists. I think it might be an issue in certain locations. So it's something that needs to be looked into. Like, it is being looked into. It's just, it's not an easy solution because as Modrock just said, he's not experiencing it. Like, why is that? We have to find out why that is.
Does he have 2,000 total?
He does.
Okay.
He's yeah.
the right people will be on it and investigating it, and hopefully can come to a resolution.
Okay. Where are we at here? Galaxy says, could we be able to hand in spirit seeds to the Grand Tree for some kind of reward? Currently, those that already have the maximum spirit trees in the world often have tons of these seeds piling up because they're untradeable. He's got some suggestions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all right.
With change.
This is great, yeah. If you have an idea, there you go. Follow it up with suggestions. Maybe make the Grand Tree give a random rare seed reward or something along those lines. Maybe not so much a fan of that. Okay, hang on.
I like bird
He's got more.
nests. I'd give you a bird nest,
Where are we at here?
right? Seems.
Did you not paste the suggestions onto your sheet?
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
You totally did.
Well, there was only one suggestion, unfortunately. So
I would happily give you a bird's nest. Would be my response.
we'll follow it up, and I'll make sure these guys see the other. I think there was 3 other suggestions. So, all right.
I was so glad there were going to be suggestions for what the reward should be, and then there wasn't.
Please be says, can you improve the process of making compost and farming, especially when there is a new possible tier of compost coming in the future? Currently, the process is very annoying since you have to juggle your inventory for buckets and fruit. This one also has suggestions. I have them. Hang on.
Okay.
Introduce a big compost bucket that can hold 15 compost, being a tithe farming reward. All right. To be able to put noted fruit/vegetables in the compost bin, or have the tool leprechaun unnote fruit/vegetables. Increase the size of the compost bin to 30 or 45 and make the process of adding and taking from the compost bin faster. All of those seem like great suggestions.
Yes, I know this is frustrating. It is. The fact it's 15 and not 14 is irritating. 14 would fit perfectly, that you can have 14 buckets, 14 pineapples, get your compost out, put your pineapples in, no problem.
Yeah.
15, all of a sudden there's 2 bank trips. How we solve that? Any of this would work.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
I personally don't mind the big bucket. I think that's a nice reward if it comes from the right place. And it's convenient for farming trips as well, because you can use it for that purpose as well, that you could take, instead of having 5 slots taken up by like super compost, you can take 1 bucket that's got all the chargers in it.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Okay. Some big bucket spam in the chat. All right, there you go.
Big bucket.
We have a winner.
There you go.
J-Man says, can we get a Dragon Slayer 2 quest and Legends Guild expansion?
I really do like this idea. And Elvarg, right, it's scary when you're a noob and free to play. We ain't had a dragon. We need an epic dragon
We're
for a
getting
Dragon Slayer
wyverns. We're
2.
getting 3.
They're not dragons.
They're close enough.
And Modmaster's going to freak at you if you call them dragons.
Ah, it's fine.
But I love this idea, and like look at Legends Guild. It was epic back in the day, right? But there's no reason to go there, right? All these guilds, they're cool because you get access to a dragon weapon for the first time, that sort of thing. But that's not big end game stuff anymore. Frankly, I'd love the next tier up from Legends Guild.
They've got you there.
Olm isn't a dragon. An Olm is an Olm.
Olm is an Olm.
Oh.
That's
Never
like a
mind, you guys are
creature.
wrong.
Google it.
It's like a lizard. It's the big one.
Yeah, geez. Come on, guys.
God.
But no, I love the idea of doing Dragon Slayer too.
Okay. To follow up on this, actually, a question for you guys. If you could make a sequel to any quest in the game, what would it be?
You first.
Well,
No pressure.
I think I've never done, this is going to probably get some sort of backlash on the chat, but I've actually never done Heroes or Legends.
Oh, wow.
It's a
That's
PK.
yeah, that's how many PKing accounts I've made.
PK has always
Yeah.
8 quests.
Yeah,
I don't know
so
why.
I'm trying to on my now new accounts. It's easy having them all auto-completed on your mod account, which is quite nice. But I think like doing the Dragon Slayer 2 would be really nice, or even like a further series, and we can build that into some of the really nice expansions we have coming up. So that's for me.
Probably Desert Treasure.
Oh,
Yeah,
good,
that's the
good,
pop-
good
It's a
response.
nice, yeah.
That thread on Reddit about the, is it Menethos?
Yeah.
It would come from.
You'd unlock Menethos
that
with
was-
the quest, yeah. You'd unlock Menethos with the quest.
What'd you think?
Probably Elemental Workshop, my favourite
Oh,
quest.
God.
I'm kidding. I definitely probably.
Get up now. You're done.
I'm done. That's it.
Out.
Fine.
According to the chat, we're all fired.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's true. There's going to be nobody left. No, I'm working on a sequel to Fremnik series, and we spoke about it the other week, and that's the one that I want to do. I want 2 quests to come out of that. The one I'm doing right now, and I want a Grandmaster after that, and I want that Grandmaster to have the sickest of rewards. So,
Okay.
stay tuned for that.
Monkey Madness 3. No, I'm kidding.
Actually,
You were actually gonna say
Monkey Madness 2 is by far my favorite quest ever.
Right.
Go for it.
So it is not out yet. It is not out yet. But Client of Korend. Mod Wolf's quest, that's coming next week. Is it next week?
It is next week. I didn't think they knew that, but now they do.
Obviously you haven't played it yet, but I am hyped for what we've got planned for the Zaya storyline. It will bring Zaya to life and really improve how it feels to go there, I think. And I want to see that happen. It'll be our storyline, and we get to write it from scratch, essentially.
Yeah.
And I want to take this really far and make it really epic.
Can I just pull back a little bit and just say I really want to just manage expectations here. It's still a novice quest. It's still a very short novice quest that isn't an epic thing. Like it's not Monkey Madness 2. Think Devious Minds, but a little bit better, and that's
Not
probably
Devious
what
Minds, that's a terrible example.
Well, it's
That's
close.
a terrible. But this is the introduction, right?
Yeah.
This is the introduction. It's not going to feel like it's necessarily part of the big epic storyline yet.
You'll know
But-
that it is if you'll see. I don't know. I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. I just don't want people to log in on next Thursday and be like, "Can't wait for this new quest," and then they do it and they go, "Damn you, Mod Wolf." Damn you. And I'm going to go.
Why isn't it 6 hours long?
Yeah, it's not 7 hours long, and it doesn't give me like new abyssal claws.
Yep.
Anyway.
There wasn't moving on the chat.
Moving
Here
on
we
in the
go.
chat, sorry.
No, wait, what was your quest?
Yeah, what was your quest?
Monkey Madness 2 is my favorite quest. It doesn't make much sense for us to say, let's do another one. But aside from Monkey Madness 2, I maybe want to say Recipe for Disaster, only because it was like, I don't know, it just felt like such a massive accomplishment. It was one of those, it was the only quest that I actually did, and I felt like, yes, that was so much effort for such a
Good reward.
Good reward.
Yeah.
I stuck on Dragon Gloves for like 8 months.
Because you needed
Couldn't be
175
bothered,
quest
yeah.
points.
Yeah.
That's such an arbitrary reward. You can't enter that bottle at 175 quest points.
I'm not sure how many people know about this story, but obviously this was the 100th quest ever made, and like that was a multi-dev project. Like not one dev did all of those quests. Each dev took a mini quest. I believe Mod Ash actually did some of the putting them together and the initial cutscene and that sort of thing. And like it was a massive team effort to produce that, and it's fantastic.
There you go. Recipe for Disaster 2, Abyssal Gloves.
Ooh, there you go.
All right. Mod West, are you about ready for us to head over, or do you want a little bit more time?
Look at what he's writing for us. In about 15 minutes.
Oh, BRB.
You're not allowed breaks. Okay.
You're still on the clock, mate. You know that, right? Like, this is still a working day for you. You can't just walk away.
You know what? The next question is from Lord Gozer, who says, can the price of Dragon Gloves from Recipe for Disaster be reduced from 130k to 26k? It makes no sense having them be the same price as the Barrows Gloves.
That's a good point. Like, why should they be the same price for like one that's got loads better
It is a good
stats?
point.
Fashion skin?
But I feel it
Fashion, yeah,
devalues my
potentially.
struggle having Dragon Gloves for 8 months.
Sort of, you should have done more quests there.
Agree. Yeah. But I think Rune Gloves are like, what, 9k or something?
Yeah.
And then you just suddenly jump up to 130k.
Is there any reason they're the same price to begin with?
I imagine what happened was they made them, and it was like a surprise there was another tier. Because on release, you're going to do... What are you laughing at? Oh. It's just, like, I imagine it was a surprise. Like, it came out on release, and then you went, oh, Dragon Claws, 100k, woo, and you purchased them. And it was like, wait, there's a one final quest unlock when I kill the Culinary Mancer? And then you get the barrows, and then you go, damn, I just wasted 100k. But did I say 70? What happened?
I don't know.
Culinary-mancer.
Culinary Mancer.
It's a tough one to say, I think.
Culinary Mancer.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, yeah, that's probably why. That's what I think.
All right. Ash will know.
Yeah,
He was there.
He
for
will.
that. We'll ask him. Regardless, bringing that price down, I think we're in agreement. Unless there is some secret reason we don't know about, it would make sense. We would offer that. Wobble says, can we add noted snapegrass to Chaos Druids and Dagonis? This would add an easier way to collect snapegrass if you're a lower level, slaying or herblore training.
I'd rather add it as a new farming option for allotments.
I agree.
Yeah.
And that'd be a nicer way to get it than a monster drop.
Fantastic. Nair says, can the first rope from the Calphite lair in the desert be made permanent on the hard desert diary? Having both ropes on elite seems a bit extreme.
What was his name?
Nair? Near? I don't know. Why?
Nair is a hair removal cream. Like no hair. Honest, it's just heard the name.
Right.
Sorry.
I wouldn't mind doing this, frankly, for everyone. Never mind the diary reward.
Yeses in the chat.
How do people feel if it was just for everyone, that you use a rope once and for you always have a rope? You would lose the benefit of when you add a rope, it works for everyone else as well.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
But a one-time thing, I think it's just nicer.
Okay. On first or both? Oh, good question.
On both.
All right.
They did that at one point, didn't they?
I think so. Where's the rope go? Does the Calphite Queen eat it? Like
It falls. It's a weak rope. Maybe let them make a stronger rope. Ooh. All right. what am I
crafting
thinking?
skill.
Unknown Aim says, suggestion, toggleable sky update. They went to sky.
That's
I saw the art,
Interesting
the imagery for that, and it did look. I personally thought it looked really nice.
He matched the sky with the environment, so I think there was one where he was in Zaya and it was like a bit more of a teal than just like a typical light blue. And
I think this is going to be one of those big mixed things where the black abyss of the sky is always been part of Old School. Not that it looks good, but
If you can toggle
it would change the feel of the game a lot, I think, if you had a blue sky. Yes, you
Yeah.
can toggle it. I'm not sure how possible it is
I
either,
wanna poll this
without
one.
big engine improvement.
Obviously, we would pull it.
No, I mean straw
Yeah.
poll it, because I think
Oh.
this is a very mixed one.
Yeah, good idea. Let's straw pull it. How would you feel about having a sky in the game?
It wouldn't be like a textured skybox. I presume it would be like a coloured.
Yeah, there wouldn't be
poly.
like clouds in the sun. I think it'd just be like a color.
Yeah.
I don't know.
These are all theoretical things, but yeah.
Somebody upstairs is saying that's not possible.
Probably someone in
Find
engine
out.
getting very mad at us.
We'll get that straw pull in the chat for you guys momentarily. Moving on to the next question. Regen says, suggestion, move the Dragon Defender a couple pixels to the left so that it's centered. I'm told we might have done this today.
What you done?
Did you do this today?
Yeah, it's fixed.
Wow.
MVP'd.
There you go.
It's
You
like-
get a lot of Reddit karma for that. Yeah, good job. Hitpoint says, why do you need kudos for Fossil Island? Some low-level skillers wouldn't be able to benefit from this.
So the quest requires kudos because the point is that you've helped out the museum. They trust you enough to go on this expedition for them, right? If he means individual parts of the island, it's essentially to lock off certain pieces of content before. Like, you can't just join and instantaneously do the mining activity, right? You can't do that because you have to find some more. Even if you have like maximum, at the moment you can. It's 120 kudos, I think, but we're looking at upping that. And at the moment, the maximum kudos you can get is 153. So I imagine to get into this, to get into the mining activity, you're gonna maybe need 180 kudos. So you're gonna have to have done something in the new area, for example. You would have had to explore it a little bit before you can do that. And it's slight artificial blocking off of content, but then just as equally, it's kind of thematic, right?
Yeah.
You're helping out.
Yeah.
It's good that we're getting this stuff out right now. Obviously, with the Fossil Island dev blog went out, was very well received, I think. Any particular concerns that we haven't addressed yet, do you guys think?
Obviously, it's bank holiday this weekend, and the team's going to be out tomorrow and Monday. But on Tuesday, we're going to get together, I think, as a team. We're going to go over the feedback, make any changes we think we want to make from that. And we'll be polling it pretty as soon as possible after that, I believe.
Some standout ones are Wyvern Slayer level, the Ancient Shield stats might need looking into. The experience rate of the Lava Mine as well might need talking over a little bit. But we've seen a lot, and we'll address it Tuesday when holiday weekend's over.
Overall, really happy with how that went down, though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There's so much content on that island.
All right, moving on. Oh, actually, we've got the straw poll here. So how do you feel about adding a sky in-game? 66% yes, 34% no. 1.4 thousand votes. It's not as much as I was expecting, to be honest. That's a toggle as well. That's interesting. You guys really appreciate the Black Abyss. I guess there's some nostalgia there. You don't want anybody else to experience anything else. Yeah, another point worth mentioning, we'll be at Insomnia, was I-60 this week. Mod Rock and Mod Tom H will be at the event, so if you're there, look forward to popping in. We're not going to have a booth or anything, but you guys will be at the PCs area. Cool. Moving on to this question from Ronnie saying, can you add some Spirit Tree patches to Zaya?
There is one, isn't there?
I think there is in Hasidius.
There is one in Hasidius.
That's
It
I hope
sounds
so,
like
because
it
I
sounds like the
talked about
main. Yeah, there is definitely one.
Quest. Yeah.
The issue that people probably still feel like some parts of Zaya are hard to get to, and yeah, we'll try and address that as much as possible with anywhere we feel suitable to add something, whether that's a spirit tree or whether it's a fairy ring or whatever it is.
There is an Easter egg in my well, it's not even a part of my quest. It's just an Easter egg. It's like a side thing. If people find it, I wanted to put in the ability to unlock that teleport there, but I couldn't because I couldn't pull it because it's hidden. If that makes sense, and I don't want it to be a
Doesn't
teleport.
sound like much of a secret now. I mean,
No, I mean they're not gonna find it. I guarantee they're not. Not the one that you know about. There's another one. They're not gonna find it.
ooh,
Challenge.
Challenge.
they've just found it.
I think we could definitely add more fairy rings. I believe there's only currently one, and it's the one you pay to unlock. But if there's more fairy rings around, that'd be nice. I mean, there's lots of fairy rings over the main map.
Okay. Twig says, can we have baby bronze, iron, steel, and mithril dragons?
I'd like that. I'd like it. I'm taking the risk on saying it before the chat says no.
Oh, that's risky.
Yeah.
Let's think about the reasons why not.
So the reason why not would probably be they might drop bars as opposed to bones. But even then, like, the point of babies are to kind of get through a task that you don't want to do, right?
When they drop baby dragon bones, and
They would drop baby dragon
Yeah.
bones and probably a bar of the metal type that they are.
okay.
Babies don't drop hides.
Oh, don't they? Then yeah, it'll just be baby dragon bones. I think it's nice. It's a nice way of doing a task you don't want to do, but oh yeah, I took the risk and it didn't pay out, I think.
That's unfortunate. You made a mistake.
Yeah, a foolish mistake.
Miscalculation.
Oh, I don't know. It's pretty mixed, actually.
There's one yes in there. I don't know.
I don't think many people would do them.
It's just to make a task quicker, isn't it? So-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they're there for.
Okay. Maybe if we see some more support for that. Another quick mention of being told, don't forget, guys, Twitch Prime is currently a thing we're doing right now. I don't know how long until.
It's the 8th of May.
Fantastic. So if you're a Twitch Prime member, you also get free RuneScape membership. You get to support your favorite streamers. It's a win-win. Pretty fantastic. We've seen a ton of people signing up for that, so really exciting.
Yeah, membership works on both games.
Yeah.
Surprisingly,
If-
people
if
didn't know
you-
that.
A lot of Prime guys in the chat right now, actually.
Yeah, if you
guys
know
have free
any,
membership.
if you know any friends who've not played RuneScape before but they have Prime, let them know they can try it out for free.
Or you can give them your code if you already have membership.
Buy now.
Yeah.
Buy.
Calling us sellouts. It's not even our thing.
We're giving away free
We're telling
membership.
you free membership.
All right. Amalon says, can we get more adjustable volume controls? Currently, the options range from loud to really loud.
He is right.
Not without engine support, I'm
I
afraid.
was going to say that. I remember Ian answered this question once and said it wouldn't be too difficult, but he was way
No,
too
wait,
busy.
wait. I know the answer. You go to the bottom right of your window.
Yeah.
You right click the
I was about
volume
to say,
mixer.
Get
You
it
click
to a
on the
level you
volume
like.
mixer, you go to the RuneScape client, and you drag it halfway down compared to everything else, and you've solved the issue.
How many clicks is that?
Too many, clearly.
Yeah.
Way too
You have
many.
to you have to expand the volume
It
mixer as
doesn't.
well.
You don't lose that. You do it once and you keep it forever.
I remember I used to do it, but with the full audio volume, and I'd click on YouTube after playing RuneScape, and everything would be quiet. And I'm like, it's max volume. What's going on? Complete noob move.
All right, moving on.
Everyone keeps saying engine work, lull, or something, right? The engine work are working on things for us, and there'll be something cool coming up actually quite soon, which you'll get to see.
Ooh.
Oh.
Where have we gone to here? Pack says, is there a limit to how many accounts someone can have? For example, to bypass the GE limits. I'm going to go ahead and say no.
Say that again.
What?
Is there a limit to how many accounts people can have? Like, no.
To
of course-
bypass Grand Exchange limits.
I mean, would you
gonna
class
say
that as
no.
alt benefit? No, I'd say that's fine.
No.
That's fine. Confirmed by Mod Wolf. There you go.
Oh, God.
Guys, everyone thinks AOC, right? Guys, we don't even need engine support to do AOC. We could just do it.
You're not
But we're
helping.
not.
You're not very popular this stream, Kieran. They're not big fans.
They're not. It's not AOC.
Okay. One worth running past Modweth, maybe. He'll definitely know. Where have we gone to here? James says, the new Wyvern DFS sounds overpowered considering it's a mage offensive and melee defensive. Could you cut the defense stats in half?
I think this goes back to what we said earlier. You know, we're going to talk about the feedback that we've gotten. This is one of the points of feedback that we've gotten. We're going to look into the stats of the Ancient Wyvern Shield. Absolutely.
Try to grab some of these from the chat. It's moving a little too quick.
Get your questions in, guys.
At
A couple
RuneScape.
of those over. Where have we gone to now? Christian says, can we have the ability to reclaim a non-insured pet for 10 times the cost?
We have no way of knowing.
Yep.
If you didn't insure it, we have no way of knowing that you actually had a pet before. Because it's not on your save game anymore. If you've insured it, there's a variable set on your account to say, oh, I've had one.
Yep.
So no, unfortunately not.
Okay.
And that's the whole point of insurance.
Don't answer that question, because that's Mod Rock's question. Don't answer it. The one that's just written.
Do you mean don't read it?
Did I say write it?
You said answer. I wouldn't be answering it.
Okay, don't read it.
Okay. This is very weird for anybody who can't read that.
Yeah.
Wow, you're awfully curious at this point.
He's just salty about a design decision that he disagreed with, and I'm not answering on screen.
Ooh. I'm trying so hard to read through all this spam. People are just adding RuneScape for memes. Stop. Kentilina says 120 and 200 mil capes.
I think a 200 mil cape would be nice.
Ooh, that's a risky answer.
Risky.
Put it out there. I mean, the people that have dedicated that amount of time for a 200 mil cape, like.
Oh, you're making powerful friends at this point. Keep going.
You have a vocal minority behind you right now.
Yeah, well, that's good then.
I wouldn't do 120 capes. I do see more value in 200 mil capes because that's like there's an actual end goal there.
Not as arbitrary as a goal.
And hell, if you get 200 mil, that's something worth showing off to a degree, right? Yeah. It's a lot of graphics time for something that like not many people have though. And it's also a lot of skills and a lot of different capes. But
do you have any idea how much time it would take to make like a brand new 120 or 200 mil cape?
A couple of weeks for all capes.
For all capes, okay.
I guess
That's
it depends on the modification.
Yeah.
And
imagine that a lot of them would
there'll be
be
a lot
similar.
of feedback as well.
And the
You have to keep in
feedback.
mind, like, if it's going to be such a prestigious cape, right? You're going to imagine the feedback required on that kind of thing is going to be huge.
Right.
It's
But
probably
you can-
close to a month then.
Okay. Well, we did just get a new artist. You guys are obviously extremely busy, but maybe it's something to keep in mind. That being said, question from the chat. Hubba says, could we get Slayer monsters for level 99 and 98 Slayer?
I'd love to fill that really top end gap up at some point. What with? Yet to be known. When? Yet to be known. But
That's it.
I'd like to.
It's not even so much what boss, because we can think of a great boss, we can design a great boss, but what is it going to drop
Exactly.
that you will vote for, really, is the question. So when we have that, we can start to offer stuff like this. Enshu says, can we have an option to have vials be destroyed after the last dose is consumed? I love this idea.
this comes up a lot, doesn't it?
It's gonna be a bit of a vile sink though.
We don't need that. I don't think we need that.
I would. Where do you put the toggle?
Don't even toggle it. Just eliminate
No,
vials.
no, we had this discussion when Jed was here, though, remember? And he was like, but sometimes it's a tactic to empty your potion. And
It's not all about emptying. What about when it's
when you
finished,
finish it, destroying it.
Yeah.
destroying the vial? Yeah,
I'm an idiot. I don't like it, yeah.
you said
Panic
it.
buy
Not me.
vials.
Well, it needs to be an option. What if you need an actual vial? Or shops, I guess.
It really just comes down to like what we immediately go to after a question is, okay, what are the negatives? And I mean, can we think of a negative with this?
Someone don't want the vials. It's fine with me.
As a skiller who's probably done a good amount of herb lore, how would you feel if your vials?
I mean, you'd never fill a vial with water anyway. You just buy them already filled. So having an empty vial is kind of useless.
Do you think having the toggle on the guy at the G would be fair?
Oh, that's a good place.
I think that's probably the best place.
Yeah.
But see no issue with this whatsoever.
Okay.
You eat the vial.
Worth considering. Some people, it's absolutely pointless. I guarantee there's somebody in the chat right now who's like, don't you dare do that. But, next question. And Dedicated says, when will we know what the Infernal Cape is going to look like?
Mod Rye.
Yeah, so we're hoping to have something to show for Tuesday.
Oh, you even said a date? Risky
Wow,
move.
that is soon.
You'll very quickly learn not to do that. You should have said next week, because then it opens the
Are you
possibility.
aware that Friday and Monday we have off?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
Are you aware?
you're going to be a hero when this happens, though. Think
Are you
about that.
aware of the Jagex soon TM?
I am, and I've taken that risk.
So with the Infernal Cape, Mod Ghost went through a lot of player feedback designing that. He proposed one that he himself liked, and we said, yeah, it looks great. Here are some player designed ones. We kind of let them, I think, straw poll a whole bunch of it. And in the end, I think they were all great ideas. So I guess you have the tough decision then to make the best of all worlds there.
Yeah, it's going to be a tricky one.
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks.
I'm looking forward to it. I've got the code in place. We're ready for it. I'm excited for the Inferno.
I like the confidence, though.
We're
I
talking
believe in
about
you.
Fossil Island today, Keith.
I know.
All right.
Well, a few of us have been testing the final boss of Inferno at the minute, and oh my god,
Yeah.
it's so exciting! All the screaming in the office is
So good.
fantastic.
Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and mention something that's already public news, but most of you probably won't know. We have excitingly invited a whole bunch of our top streamers and video makers to the office. One of the things that they're going to get to do is actually try what's done so far of the Inferno. So very exciting stuff.
You're gonna release? Is the list of those out, or will that be out?
It probably will be by Tuesday. I'm waiting a couple more confirmations, but in case anybody doesn't want to know.
Nice.
I'm gonna be the sellout here, but just Jagex Stone on Twitter. Obviously, he's going to be sharing pictures
Yes.
of the new cape as well, so it's worth, giving them both a follow.
You can get them in the chat.
Doing the
Shout
sellout
out.
for
Link in
you.
the chat.
It's not as bad. You see, the thing is, you can't do it yourself, but if somebody else does it,
It's all good.
Okay, while you're at it, Jagex Kieran.
Jagex Wolf and yeah. Well, yes. Oh yeah, sorry, Jagex West. But yes, all jokes aside, obviously you're going to be sharing pictures on Tuesday, evidently. So
Yes.
And if it's not, then yeah. Yeah.
yeah, then you're just going to get spammed with anger.
Okay. Let's grab another one from the chat. Sodium says, what is the drop rate of emblems on wilderness tasks? Is it different per monster?
It is.
Question.
It is. It is dependent on health, to be exact.
Really?
Oh, and okay, actually, let me rephrase that. There's two different scenarios. If it's a regular creature, like a bear or an ent, it's based on health. Obviously, the more health, the higher the chance of getting the drop. Whereas the bosses, I think, have a flat rate.
Okay.
I believe. No, for the emblem, the bosses have a flat rate. And emblem is based on health for everyone. The scroll for the Slayer enchantment, the dart upgrade, is flat rate for the boss. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, I struggled.
We got there.
We got there, but yes,
Alright.
it's based on health for the emblem and then the staff drop.
You're really struggling here.
I mean, you can decipher that.
The emblem is done by health. That's all you need to know.
All right.
That's fine. That'll
Great.
do.
Craig says, I have a 500 Slayer streak.
Sorry.
Do I need to reset this to get the 100 and 250 Slayer task?
Oh, that's like r/cute noobs.
No, these multipliers, they happen at every multiple of that. So, like when you get a multiplier at 10, you also get it at 20, 30, 40, and so on. There's also one for 50, you get that 50, 100, 150. These ones are similar. You get it at every multiple of. Every 1,000 tasks, you'll get that multiplier. So no, you don't need to reset.
Okay. Running about to the end of my question series, so we're going to continue to grab some from the chat. I guess we're going to save Mod West Fossil and stuff until after the stream, unless you wanted to go through anything right now. Okay. Keln says, what are you looking to pull next?
Oh. Ronan? To be determined. I believe
What?
skill capes is something that we were recently discussing. We've been discussing that for a while on stream and
Skill cape
internally.
perks.
What do we plan to pull next?
Yeah.
Puzzle Island.
Oh, I mean, sorry. I meant I thought they meant.
I kind of meant after Fossil
Yeah.
because that's
Yeah.
a given. Yeah. To be
After
fair.
Fossil Island, we'll probably be discussing what's coming up next week. So there'll be more news on that ASAP.
And we've wanted to offer a whole massive bunch of minigame reworks. Obviously, the skill cape perks as well. There's a lot there.
There's a bunch of
It's
stuff
a
that's come out on
massive
this stream alone that could be offered. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll get some really hot topics in there, I think.
Hot pocket.
Is there any way we could get something that could ensure our mutagens? They have the same rarity as pets, but are not able to be insured.
Do you lose your mutagen if you die with your helmet? How does that work?
In PVM, no.
No.
You'll keep it.
No?
Oh.
You PKing with it?
Yeah, then don't PK with it. You wouldn't PK of your pet when it's uninsured, would you?
I'm more in favor of that than letting them trade if they get duplicates for the other. Because that's like the next most popular question with mutagens is like, let me trade my...
Swap them.
Yeah.
It's really warm in here.
That was yeah.
Right, we're still grabbing from the chat at this point. But I'm really struggling to read through this spam.
Okay, let's have a look, Ducky.
Gonna copy anything you can possibly find.
I did see.
Can you slow 30?
I did see the Castle Wars update. Obviously, us too. We're happy for that.
Definitely happy.
Mini games.
Practically a hint, no.
Yeah, Mod Matt K might not be happy with that.
Nope.
Let's talk a bit more about Fossil Island, because that was kind of the theme of this stream.
Yeah.
We went through quite a bit. Modwolf, you were with Mod West for a good part of this stream today.
Yeah.
What was the most frequently asked question?
The most frequently asked question, it was probably, who is that female voice in the background randomly speaking? And that was Mod Maz. In terms of questions that I've seen for the poll, or for what we'll be discussing next week anyway, generally stuff that you guys have raised, we've already said, you know, the Wyvern Shield, are you doing anything about the stats? What about the experience from Volcanic Mine? How do, you know, I saw how the seaweed work, the giant seaweed work with the super, with the glass make spell? Yes?
I saw some concern about passive experience,
From, the bird traps.
probably.
So yeah, you build the bird trap, you titter off, and then you come back, and after like an hour, and it's got some birds in that you get experience for. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you get experience on capturing them or on releasing them? If you do release them.
You don't release them; they die.
They die. It's nice.
But yes.
Lovely.
You are just savage. No care in the world.
Yeah.
They die.
Not happening.
That's life, Kieran.
Yeah.
You literally make a birdhouse, and then you put like a clock. You know the clockwork inside. So essentially, the bird flies in it like.
Oh, okay.
But no, you get the experience when you like take it out. Like
We're going to pull this very soon.
Yes.
Maybe, probably could have saved that detail.
But yes.
There's a concern about passive XP. This is aimed at low-level hunters.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
very. I think that's the most important thing. Like, it's a very low-level method.
So people complaining saying, I don't want AFK Hunter. You're not going to be getting...
No, you're not getting even, I'd say, 1% of best experience rates after an hour's work.
Okay.
Like, it's just a drip feed of experience that you're walking past on the island and you go, oh, I had my bird nest from earlier. Doop, and you get like
nice.
1k XP after an hour. It's on balance at the moment, but it'll be a little higher than that probably, but yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that one. That's why, are we polling that one in particular? Has that got a poll question specifically for it? Birdhouses? It does. Okay, I wouldn't worry too much about that one in particular. It's
You'll have
pretty.
to say regardless.
Yeah.
There you go. Again, continue to voice your concerns. We'll go through all of the feedback through any of our social media stuff, etc. And we'll be going through all of that in a big meeting probably on Tuesday and getting back to you with the poll then.
That one's not balanced, by the way. I just realised that they're like, only 1k. It's not perfect yet, but it's not a lot. It's the important thing to take away from
You'll
that.
find out when we get around to it.
Yeah.
Regardless. So
what are you guys going to be doing then? Yeah, you had 2 weeks in now. What's the focus for your next little while?
I mean, for me, it's the Infernal Cape.
Exciting.
Exciting stuff.
I'm working on the Inferno, Fossil Island, and another project. The Inferno being the first one coming up, obviously, and then sitting next to Kieran's been really good because I've been watching him test that, and I'll be pretty impressed if anyone manages to complete it first time.
yeah, we're going to have the influencers here in office, right? Now,
so
granted,
keep an eye out on our Instagram, all the Twitter accounts. We'll be live streaming some of that as well.
well, we don't want to stream any of the mechanics.
I would really want us to stream their faces when they see it, because that should, get you guys excited. Yeah,
I don't think a single one of them is going to beat it.
I'd be impressed if they do.
You can quote me on that.
No, I don't think. I mean,
We're not
first time,
quoting Alfie.
No,
But
I don't think they will. I was just laughing thinking about the reaction faces because whenever I play RuneScape, I have the biggest resting just whenever I play. So it'll be funny.
We have very enthusiastic streamers. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. That being said, guys, we're just about ready to conclude our Q&A stream. Don't go anywhere, of course. The stream isn't actually ending. We're only handing things over to Mod West. We'll be resuming the Fossil Island design stream. And again, a quick mention, if you haven't already, go ahead and take advantage of our offer with Twitch Prime. You get free membership if you have Amazon Prime. Fantastic deal. We've already had tons of people signing up. So
For a month.
Yep.
It's not even like a week. It's like a month. It's great.
got, I think, a few weeks then to take advantage of that?
8th of May.
There you go. That being said, guys, thanks for watching, and don't go anywhere.
Oh, hello.